like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago.
Bro, after the game I just lost, I just got to keep on, work on getting better. That's it.
Get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
You're welcome. We'll put the top on top. It's crazy to see your room.
Sony Michel, his first carry. Oh, and now he bowls him over. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Wide open, Gronkowski. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Watch it now, Barney!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll check this one down to Michel. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. First carry for Darius Geis. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Third down, here's Geis. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good game before he's taken down. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. First carry for Royce Freeman. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Here's Kelly going up top. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A play fake. Now Kelly. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete there.
How he ain't catch that?
Hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Nice play.
You ever seen anything like that?
And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one.
I don't understand how he didn't throw it over his head, though.
Now,
that's the part that had me tripping. I get that to you right there. But like that was supposed to be a basic throw over somebody's head on that one. I mean.
Santos able to put this one up. It's good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal.
The L1 that hole next time. See how that worked out. That was trash.
No doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. His throw.
You better be glad they ain't let me pick that. That should have been a pick. That should have been a pick. Yeah, I was there. They made me do that motion instead of the interception motion, sir. You lucky on that one. Rock. They saved you on that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. And that's caught by Smith. They give him 27 yards on the third
I can't believe I
down
just let you run that
conversion.
shit on me.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on second.
Jamal Adams. That's Jamal Adams, baby.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Yeah.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Let me get that.
This is going to be
We'll take that.
Picked off with great
We'll take that.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football.
Nah,
back.
you wasn't. I was already in
Well,
position
they
for that.
didn't
We'll
exactly
take
show
that.
patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Watch him now, Barney.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Come on, baby.
Incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. And it's 2nd down. So not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Now Kelly to throw again. Going for a right side here, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Play action, it's Kelly. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here.
He said got to sleep. I can't.
On 1st down, this is Geis. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason.
Yo, right, Dale, I can't deal with you, son.
Show that he's right.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Huh? No, man.
Run it now out of the gun.
Oh! No, he didn't.
Touchdown.
I knew you wanted the hit stick. I knew you wanted that hit stick.
13-yard touchdown run.
He went for the hit stick. He went for the hit stick, bro.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them,
because that message was a joke.
Too, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive,
because it couldn't have been real. It couldn't have been real. Because that offer, like, I figured you would come correct. But that's why I figured it couldn't have been real.
Brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes,
I repeat, I figured you would have came correct.
and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for New England, 42 yards.
Nah, the pressure ain't getting there. That's the problem.
Coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field.
No, you ain't getting that.
Say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now back to throw.
Get that nigga.
Dancing to his left. To Michelle on the dump off.
Good fucking juke. Ain't no way in hell you should have got that shit off, but good fucking juke.
Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points
Thank you,
guys. This play was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory.
No, sir.
They lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create...
Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Patriots have cut it back.
Nah, look like you made it. Why you thought you missed it?
And he puts it through. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
But you know they got school tomorrow.
This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So out now come the Jets. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really
right there, the team ain't got nothing to do with the play callers. Please cut it out.
He's in sync. Everything's working pretty well.
Dad,
for the
defense.
What's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one
Nigga,
because
you been
he's
scoring
prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
I need to see him after you got pray. Go pray
Now a
now.
1st down throw. Kelly. That's caught by his
I know what you wanted.
Taylor.
No. I know what you wanted.
To start the drive there, 18 yards.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up 1st down,
They
too.
pulling you away right there.
And they're already just shy of
Right there, they
midfield.
pulling you away, bro.
On 1st and 10, Kelly. Wide open receiver complete. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. It's Geis on the counter. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Huh?
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off the play fake. Kellen. Found his target. It's Anderson. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Back to the ground game now with Geis. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Darius Geis, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, baby.
So from the 36,
good old clickbait. Good old clickbait. That wasn't gay. That was clickbait right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be
how was it gay?
They'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing
who had his back to the ball?
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I
saw those bro. I ran to the ball.
Made it happen, they put a foot in the ground.
I was running towards the ball. What are you talking about?
Off the play fake. Out left, he's got it to Everett. They'll wind up getting 10
of course.
back as that sets him up for third down.
I ain't making it to the Super Bowl for no reason.
Defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. When the disadvantages, when they find those levels,
gotta be able to make plays.
Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
The Jets on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Damn, who said that? It hurt my feelings.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he'll lose you.
It hurt my feelings.
At the 32.
Because I mean, whoever
seconds to go in the first half. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's
yeah, that was terrible blocking. It was.
And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
I mean, I ain't had no to do. Like I say, they didn't block, so there wasn't much I could really do on that play. I could have tried to cut back.
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark it down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. Back to throw now on first down. Steps away to his left.
Hell yeah. Oh, my God. I can't believe this shit.
And now we won't see a play.
Yo.
We're going to get a timeout instead.
Oh,
as they stop
that.
It with 19 seconds to go.
Oh,
half
my
number one.
goodness gracious.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jets have recovered.
Watching that, Barney, Barney. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Kelly now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's second down.
Gone, gone. Over. Detroit, Detroit.
Here's Kelly. Off play action. That's caught right side by Anderson. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
Wonder how they did it. What if they twitched a little bit up front, you know, a little subtle head movement the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the kickoff
Yo,
team
right
on the field
there,
now
chill,
as they will
bro.
send this one away.
Chill, bro.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's
Who you
going to
playing?
go
What
on,
league?
you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Over.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up
me a move.
third
It ain't
down.
matter now, Rock.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Off play action. Kelly. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's the Jets punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third.
Nah, my left tackle good. He just made a good play.
This is taken at the 15. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Patriots take over. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know the
Holden, let's go. Bring that back. Bring it back.
Hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up a throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You out there being fancy. Then got that work out there. Walker. David Lee.
There's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Keep on being cute out there, right there. Keep on being cute out there.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Looking to throw on second. Here's Kelly.
Oh my gosh, this fucking quarterback,
sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
I don't even know what to say, man. That was crazy just now.
To throw is Kelly on third down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution?
I ain't saying a word, bro.
Right there.
I'm not saying a word, bro.
Absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play.
I couldn't even press the X button, yo. That's the crazy part about it.
There's nothing available there for him.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. That's
wow, he got behind him. That's
it's
crazy.
A big play there for the Patriots. 63
Nah,
yards.
Roach, he's supposed to be back there.
Down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly
he's
right.
tripping.
I don't think the coordinator's
He's
looking at his
tripping.
play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Oh, that should have been a pick. Come on. He threw it directly to him.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
He was played for the Rams when the game first came out.
They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held him in check. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know. But I knew you wanted that outside though.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And the drive begins with a run.
Get through that hole.
Pick up as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
It's the 2-time MVP right here, man, you talking about, man. Back-to-back MVP, man. Who gonna get it? Got to eat.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. Shedding the tackle. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jets shaken up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1
right there. Right there. You forgot I got the one that you wanted in free agency.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
He back. He back. Y'all running y'all mouth. He back. Hoe ass nigga. Hoe ass nigga. Running your damn mouth. That's why you down, hoe ass nigga. Take this L, hoe ass nigga. Oh, there wishing, praying for my players' downfall. Can we stop wasting my time asking questions you already know the answer to?
The offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game.
So you think I'm gonna waste? You think I'm gonna spend my time wasting my time on here playing against you? Cause you mad? Cause you taking an L right now? Huh?
And he picks up the first.
Oh, okay. You think you'd be asking me that question if you was winning? Nah, I don't think you would. So take this L and keep it moving. That's it. Just take it. Just take it. You ain't got to make it complicated. You ain't got to try to stroke your ego by trying to bet me money because you're wasting your time. It's okay. You take your L, you take your L. It's that simple.
Finds an opening past the 40. A big run there by Freeman, and even 50 yards on the ground. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we?
No matter how he got hauled down. He got us down to the 21-yard line.
No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free.
See,
right there.
It's one thing to lose. Another thing to wish bad upon my players because you're losing. So, it's all good, though. I don't care. I don't care.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
I don't care. I ain't skills. I don't care. So then why you telling me like I'm supposed to care or something? I don't care.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, Kelly. They'll set up the screen
Bomb.
for Freeman.
Look at that bomb. Look at that bomb out there missing plays.
Touchdown,
Take your L. Running your damn mouth. Just take your L.
From 21 yards away. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. So the Patriots coming out now. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it drops
Ooh,
down
let me get that
incomplete.
pick.
Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Nope.
And eventually taking
Nope.
out here. Great coverage downfield.
Nope.
We've been around this league for a while.
Let's go.
Many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That will be their third and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Following the penalty, Michelle. And he's going to be taken
With the push in the back. Let's go.
On the field.
Let's go, baby.
So this will be
Gotta
accepted
love
as it
it.
moves the offense backwards. They'll look to throw here on first down. Going top shelf for Smith. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. looking to throw.
Oh, that was all me.
This is caught.
Oh.
Touchdown, Patriots. Deion Kane from 8 yards out, and the Patriots get a score closer. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a toss going left. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Here's Kelly to throw. Open man there is Malone. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the score, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Out of the gun, it's Kelly. That's to his running back, complete. The 20. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Kelly. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defense has only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
And the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now. Kelly. That's complete right around the 8. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
They're not smart, man.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down.
But you on offense talking about stuff, man.
And Santos able to put this one up.
He's saying you glad I let you score with this team. Like,
extend their lead even further. So
you know what plays work versus defense regardless.
And you know,
that's all I'm saying.
This widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken at the 3. And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They begin with Michelle on the ground. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping is big defense.
Oh, come on. Give my man the pick. Give Derek Lee. Give my man the pick.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball.
Oh, my God.
He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Right now, they fucking me over,
Despite
bro.
the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Kelly. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Bro, I don't care. All I'm doing is buying time.
As they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Here's the Jets punter now.
Who making you mad?
On to kick it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer.
Yeah.
And now out come the Patriots. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just
you the one traded every damn thing away. Shit.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And got his man complete. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down.
Good game, sir.